Welcome to another Sherpas Talking Shop. I'm here with our newest member, Miles Barr. How are you doing today, Miles?
Great, thank you.
You excited for a Sherpas Talking Shop?
Pretty excited. This is my first ever.
Right on. So we're going to be talking about content hubs today, and we felt as though we do so over a couple of beers. So let's have a toast.
Cheers to that.
To content hubs.
All right, Stu, after a few beers on the patio, I think we're ready to dive in. Can you tell me exactly what a content hub is?
I can and I will. It's a fascinating backstory. So I went on a quest to find out how to bring social media into a website in an aesthetically pleasing way. A lot of partners were offering, bring in Twitter, Facebook, but I ended up coming across content hubs which allow you to bring in anything, whether it's social media, any social media platform, but also anything on the web, whether it's a blog post, an article, a YouTube video. If it's online, you can bring it into the hub.
Okay, Stu, you've done a perfect job explaining to me what content hubs are. Now what I'm really interested in, what are the advantages of using content hubs? And more specifically, how can a content hub support my existing content marketing strategy?
Okay, so the big nine would be firstly, embedding calls to action within your hub. So this is a way of actually driving tangible revenue. So let's say someone reads an engaging article about a product relevant to your business. Right next to it within the hub, you can have a little display ad referring them to your e-commerce site.
Okay.
Or it could be a newsletter sign up, whatever you want it to be. Number two, SEO benefits. Google recognizes that your curated content you're bringing into your website is keeping it fresh, so there's SEO benefits with that. Number three, it's a platform for customers to engage themselves. So it's kind of a peer-to-peer marketing play where people are able to view content and then share it amongst their friends, whether it's a social media post, an article, whatever it is. They can email it, they can tweet it, doesn't matter, whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Four, the ability to memorialize content. So often in social media channels and blogs, if you have, done a really good post or a good article, it might get lost over time.
Especially on Twitter.
Absolutely, it just goes down your stream, right? So this way you can actually embed it within the rotator so it doesn't get lost. Boosted engagement, so you can embed things like a vote on an article that you brought in. Does so-and-so know what they are talking about, yes or no, for example. They can also comment and interact with each other. So it also boosts a way of customers interacting with one another, which is huge. Huge benefit is the ability to add your own 2 cents to curated content. We find a lot of our clients really struggle with, they put other people's content out there, but that's simply not good enough for your audience. You really have to add some value to it. So content hubs give you the ability to add in your own 2 cents to someone else's content, which makes you keep it original. Lastly, easy back-end functionality. These are super easy to use. Anyone can use them. And to be honest, they're a lot of fun.
All right, Stu, it sounds like these things can do a lot. What I'm really interested in hearing a little bit more about is calls to action. We all know that these are something that are almost imperative for companies to have on their website to drive action, drive revenue. Can you tell me a little bit more about how content hubs can help you accomplish this goal?
Absolutely. So the first thing, when I'm pitching this, you're always asking, how does this drive revenue? And I will say that this is, if you're adopting a social media or content marketing strategy, this is one of the greatest ways to actually drive revenue. So I'll just give you an example. So let's say I was at the I'm a basketball fan. So let's say I was on Toronto Raptors, their website. Okay. And they had a access to, the real life of the Raptors. And it was a video of how they are off the court access, if you will. So I'm watching a video, and then right next to it, there's an embed that asks me to buy merch. So I didn't go there to buy anything. I went there to be exposed to valuable content that I enjoy. Okay. But now I'm actually exposed to something that's relevant to what I'm watching that can refer me to that area to actually make a conversion happen. So it's a very effective way of actually getting that behavior that you want from the person from content, whether it's your own original content or if it's curated.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So is it easy to personalize these calls to action? Are they customizable within the content hub?
Completely flexible. Sometimes it can be a referral to your e-commerce site to a specific product. So let's say, you had a blog post about scotch. You could have an e-commerce referral to, a particular rocks glass if you were, a glassware manufacturer.
Okay.
Or it could be, in our case, we'll use it for newsletter signups, right? We want to engage you and let you know what the best technology is out there. Well, sign up to our newsletter and we can keep informing you on what that is. So that would be a win for us. So it's pretty much it's totally flexible.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. All right, Stu, you've listed numerous benefits of using content hubs. I have to say I'm almost sold. But I'd like to talk a little bit about design. Are these something that are able to be personalized and customized for the brand that I'm using?
100%. So it is totally customizable to your brand creative. One of the very effective things you can do is actually set up collections. So let's say in the case of Sherpa marketing, we can set up a collection for technology. We can set up a collection for branding. So there's a lot of flexibility just with that if you want to segment your brand into different offerings. But yeah, in terms of the actual creative of it, it's totally flexible.
Okay, that sounds great.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions on content hubs, reach out to Sherpa. If you want some beers, more than happy to help with that as well. So be in touch. Visit us at our website, sherpamarketing.ca, if you want some more info. Thank you, Miles, for stepping up as the interviewer. That was a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To what?
Content hubs.
Content hubs. Thanks a lot.